On today's show, we have some leaked graphic specs of the PlayStation 5, and it looks like it could be as powerful as some of the best PCs out there. So, let's get into it. Here we go, back at it yet again with another video. G'day guys, I'm Champ Chong, and if you love video games just as much as I do, make sure you smack that like button real good. But anyway, we have a bunch of gaming news to get to in today's video. Like, there's a whole lot to get to on top of this PlayStation news. So we're gonna get to all that in a minute, but first we talk about the PlayStation 5 because, well, some leaked information has come out regarding the console. Now, as we already know, PlayStation and AMD have both given away some of the information regarding the PlayStation 5. Some of the specs are already out there. We kind of know what's going to be in it, but not 100% just yet. From the official stuff, we don't know exactly how powerful this console could potentially be, but we do have a pretty good idea. Well, that's until pretty much now. So we have some actual big leaks right here. So this new PlayStation 5 leak is suggesting that the upcoming PlayStation 5 will be significantly more powerful than the PlayStation 4, which we obviously know, but it's also going to close that gap between gaming consoles and elite tier gaming PCs. This leak is coming from the reliable leaker known as Komachi, who stated that the PS5 GPU will be clocked at 2 GHz, detailing the hardware specs as what you see on screen right here. So this is the official leak right here. This has been stated by the leaker known as Komachi. You can see it on screen right here. But to kind of clarify exactly what this means, because, well, I don't exactly know how to read all this, and neither do you probably. Here is a breakdown of that. This equates to 9.2 teraflops on the RDNA architecture, or roughly 14 teraflops on the GCN architecture. Basically, that means it's double the power of the Xbox One X, and almost as powerful as the RTX 2080 graphics card. Seriously, just think about that right there. This console is basically going to be twice as powerful as the Xbox One X, which is currently the most powerful gaming console on the market. And just thinking about that, it's got me really excited. It just sounds like it's going to be a great, powerful system overall. And what's really crazy here is that when you do look at the power of the PlayStation 5 and how much it is going to compute, basically, it's going to be something similar to the graphics cards ranging from about 325 pounds to 600 pounds. So this is coming from a UK article. So yeah, you can do the conversion rate for the cost right there. And that is insane to think about. If they're going to go for something that powerful, if they figured out how to actually maximize the power for a decent price and like just put everything else obviously into the console, not just the graphics card, not just the GPU and everything, how are they going to potentially do the pricing for this console? It's crazy. They've got to figure all that out, or they're going to be selling at a loss. So we don't know if PlayStation have somehow magically figured out something with AMD to give us a super powerful console for a super really good price. It's just exciting though, because it means that we are going to have an amazing PlayStation 5 system, and it also probably means we're going to get an amazing Xbox Scarlet. Forgot that name for a second, but the next Xbox console is also going to be amazing because they're probably going to be very similar in power levels. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below regarding all this, because right now it seems like the price they're going to be selling the console at, which is probably going to be about $500, is going to be about the same price as what its like graphics card should cost. So I don't know how they're going to go with all the rest of the components. It's going to be wild. I can't wait to see this. As again, if you didn't see my other video, February 2020 is probably going to be when we do find out what the console looks like, get all the final specs, get the release date, and get all that good stuff out of the way, including all the new first-party launch titles for that console, along with the third-party launch titles for the PlayStation 5. So yeah, really exciting stuff there. But now we move on to some more gaming news, and we're switching gears over to Xbox, because we're talking about, well, Gears 5. That's why we're switching gears. Haha, get my joke? Anyway, so Gears 5, we have the preload information, the start times, the launch maps, and a bunch more stuff. So if you're wondering when can you preload Gears 5, well, you can preload it right now on the Xbox One and PC. Yep, it's available right now. So if you've pre-ordered a digital copy of Gears 5, you can grab the game, start loading it right now, and then it's going to be available on September 5th. So that's the next thing we talk about, is when is it available to actually play? Well, the server start times will go live on 9 p.m. on September 5th in whatever time zone you live in. So it's actually going to be quite different for everybody because it's going to unlock at your time zone where you live in your region. To be specific, the game actually comes out on September 6th, which is the same day that NBA 2K comes out. So I'm kind of like stuck between both of those. I'm probably going to play both of them, but I'm just got to figure out the time. It's also the day I get back from China, so I'm just going to be totally tired, but jet lagged and everything. But so the game comes out September 6th. 9 p.m. on September 5th, so 3 hours before the September 6th, the servers do go live in your region. So if you're like me and you live in Australia, you're going to get the game before the people in Europe, before the people in America. You're going to get it first. New Zealand will get it first, though. I'm pretty sure they always get the games first. So damn those Kiwis. Anyway, if you want to read more information regarding Gears 5, links in the description down below. And now let's get to the rest of the show with some more Xbox news. So Aaron Greenberg, who is the Xbox Games marketing manager, had an interview with Twinfinite, and he basically stated that they've pretty much sorted out their first-party expansions for now. They said it's enough, they've bought enough companies, and they're gonna have a good time pumping out awesome new games with what they've got so far. If you're unaware, Xbox recently purchased Double Fine Productions, Ninja Theory, Playground Games, who are behind Forza, and then they've also got Obsidian and a bunch more. Greenberg stated that Microsoft feels good about the growth they made in the past year. To be specific, Microsoft has acquired or established 8 studios varying in size and strength since 2018. So in just a year, they've got 8 new studios under their umbrella. But for now, that's all they're going to stick with. So in total, I believe they have 15 studios working on Xbox first-party titles, and that's really awesome right there. So 8 brand new ones, 7 old ones, 15 in total, and that's what Xbox are happy with right now. If you want to read more of the actual interview itself, I have linked it down below. It's quite an interesting read because Aaron Greenberg actually has a lot of cool things to say regarding what they've actually done in the past with Xbox, what they're doing right now, and what their plans are for the future. So it's kind of good news that they are sticking with what they've got right now and not trying to expand even more. Obviously, Sony are still expanding with their recent Insomniac Games purchase, and that's a good thing because they were sort of slow. They had some really good studios, but sort of slowed down with the purchases in between the expansion and everything like that. So yeah, Xbox and PlayStation are both doing great with these first-party studios right now. So if you want to read more about that, I've linked it down below in the description. And now, let's get on with the rest of the show because we have some more news to get to. And it's something I mentioned earlier in the show. It's NBA 2K20. So, a brand new trailer for NBA 2K20 dropped last night or early hours of this morning. When I woke up, I saw it and I was like, damn, this looks crazy. So it's for the park. It's pretty much where you will spend most of the time with the game. That's probably what I do, at least. I'm in the park quite a lot, in the rec center and all that. But you can see there's a whole lot of new stuff in this trailer, and it looks just ridiculous. So 2K is promising more than a dozen new events and activities to partake in NBA 2K20. It includes disc golf, pedal-powered go-kart racing, and then there's just a whole bunch more other stuff, including a big head mode, and it just looks ridiculous. The game looks like it's going to try and keep us involved in the game, in the park, for at least the next 6 to 12 months while the game is out, just to keep everything going and keep it fresh. Similar to what Fortnite and other games are doing, where every month they've got crazy big events, and I think that's how you should handle an online game, but at the same time, it looks a little overwhelming, but I guess if you do spread that out over a year, it should be all right. Let me know what you guys think about that. If you haven't seen the trailer, I've linked it down below. It's seriously a wild ride, and it looks like it's going to be a crazy year in NBA 2K. I'm actually wearing a 2K esports hoodie from Champion right now. It's pretty sweet. Knicks Gaming. I'm a Knicks fan. It's perfect. Actually, hold on, just to prove I'm a Knicks fan, I've even got a double Double Rain? No, that doesn't make sense. Anyway, let's move on with the rest of the show because we got one final news report on today's video. So, Yakuza 7 has actually finally been revealed properly. It's not just an April Fool's video this time around. So, Yakuza 7 is going to be a turn-based JRPG. It was revealed in a press conference in Tokyo, Japan. The game will be released in Japan on January 16, 2020, exclusively for the PlayStation 4. A release in North America, Europe, and pretty much the rest of the world has yet to be given a date, which kind of sucks because, well, most of us that watch this video probably live in the rest of the world, not Japan. From what you see in the reveal here, it's basically a very, very traditional turn-based JRPG where players are selecting commands like attack, defense, or special attacks for members of their party. Now, this is actually quite sort of different to what Yakuza has been in the past few games, so it's interesting to see Yakuza 7 take this road, and I'm kind of skeptical, but at the same time I'm excited because it's going to be a little bit different, and it is a traditional turn-based JRPG, so it should be pretty good. But then again, we have to wait until after Japan gets the game. We'll probably get it around March next year. So yeah, if you want to see the reveal, I've linked it down below in the video. But now that's the end of today's gaming news. And tomorrow I fly to China to watch the Basketball World Cup. That's going to be crazy. Anyway, if I do have a lack of videos next week, I may only have 1 or 2. It's because I am in China. It's going to be pretty hard with the Wi-Fi and the internet and all that stuff. It's going to be kind of difficult. So I'm going to do my best to get videos out while I'm over there. But yeah, for now, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.